YouTube, what's going on? Your boy Eisener's Tactical. Man, I was over here, went to the range today and I was practicing shooting with gloves on with the rifle and a pistol. And this is, by the way, YouTube in a safe control environment. Everything's clear. Um, no mag. But yeah, I was just practicing with a glove. So I got plenty, um, what do you call it? I got plenty trigger space right there for my glove to go in there. But I was just working on that a little bit, and it's a difference shooting with a glove. So now I didn't have it. It wasn't that hard with the rifle, but with the pistol, it was a little bit more. You know, it was a little bit more challenging. But all in all, Glock has enough space for you for your glove to get through that trigger guard. So yeah, man. I don't know if you saw the thumb title. I think it was you know why I chose to carry appendix, and really part of it, man. When I get all this stuff on, let me take this off. And part of it is because the way I look at it is like, the gun's already in front of you. I mean, if the gun's in front of you, you pretty much have an advantage already because it's not behind you or on the side of you. Uh, you know, and then also that's one advantage. But the other advantage is if, like, say you was like in I don't know, a public place where it's about to get robbed, like a bank or something like that, and they say everybody get down. Well, if you was carrying appendix and you got all the way down, your gun would be covered. Let me take my belt off. Been really training with this a lot. Um, your gun would be already facing down on the ground, so you wouldn't have to worry. You would have still a tactical advantage, I think, really still, because the bad guy wouldn't know that you had a firearm on you if they didn't do a pat down and all that kind of stuff. See what I'm saying? So you would have an advantage because your firearm would be right there, and when you go face down, no one would see it. And another advantage of it having be right there is if you got ambushed, like I said, get on the ground. Okay, that's an advantage for you right there. And then let's say you were just walking or whatever, and someone said, "Hey, stick, put your hands up." So like, put your hands up, right? You would probably still be able to get away with a good conceal, you know, and that will give you a split second possibly to get the reaffirm, get the drop back on the bad guy. So that's another reason why the appendix carry is good. And I think pretty much the last reason that I can come up right now is that it's because you can carry an extra mag on you in the same spot. Whereas if it's on the strong side or whatever, it's going to be in two different spots. So it's more like it's connected together. As a matter of fact, I'm just setting up my I'm about to switch up my carry. So I carry with this. Now I got these gym shorts on. I'm gonna show you how this works. So I'm gonna set this up for you. So this is the Alias beltless receiver with the two uh, connectors, and you don't have to use both of them, but I just bought both of them. So, and you just simply slide them on through there, slide them into those little slots, and you'll hear audible click. There you go. Now that's pretty much in there. And these ulti clips is going to connect onto your shorts or joggers or whatever. And how I do it is I go like this. So the first thing I do is I try to get this as tight as possible, or as tight as you want it to be, where it's still comfortable. So I go like that. Then I tuck that in there like that. Then I put this in, position it where I want it. Okay, right here. Then I slide. You want to slide your string loop through underneath that little ulti clip, not behind it, in the middle of it. Now, there's another way. I think I'm doing it like this better. Have it loose first, then put that underneath there so you want to be fighting it so much. And then once you get that all up in there real good, you just basically cinch this down like this. And I kind of just tuck it in like that so it doesn't get away of drawing possibly. And then you see the ulti clip, and you just snap those down like that. Take your firearm. That's pretty much it. Doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it works, man. And then when you get your yeah, so that's how I rock it with the tier 1 with the Alias beltless receiver. And so that's what I'm saying. So if you say put your hands up, or get your hands up, face down, because get your hands up and you can kind of be bending like this, because you'd be like, I don't want to see your face, and then if they get down, it's still right here. And if you're just walking, boom, get your hands up, and then you can probably get the drop back up on them, because it still is right in front of you. Where if it's around here, it'll be a little tougher. So that's a few tips of why I prefer appendix carry. There's everybody got their reasons, body types, gun sizes. I prefer the Glock 23, Glock 19 4-inch barrel. And I just like that barrel length size, just that in between side. That's just the one. Like that's just a perfect size for me, because I like kind of like that grip right there. And yeah, you just got to figure out what gun you want to carry, and yeah, figure out what position you want to carry in. Like I said, I like appendix, and if it works for me, and it should work for you if you want to try it. Now, another thing I was going to say, I did go to the range. Like I said, I shot this. Everybody should get you an AR-15, definitely a 16-incher. But I was going to say what's great is I shot a couple hundred rounds of 22 LR, and I would strongly suggest, if you don't have an AR-15, I mean a 22 LR, get you one. This is an M&P. This is the M&P 1522. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, it's M&P 1522. I don't know if I'm getting the right camera angle. I'm standing the wrong way. But yeah. And what I like about this one is pretty much it's the same controls for an AR-15 in every way. Adjustable stock, the safety controls are the same, takedown pins are the same, charging handle. I mean, it's basically an AR-15, but it's a Chamberlain 22. And pretty much if you was in darkness or something like that, somebody was like in your property and you came out with this or this, they wouldn't know which one is which, because basically even when you put a mag in them, it still looks like an AR-15. Let me see. Especially when you put a mag in, it looks like an AR-15, so you wouldn't know these are empty mags, by the way. So, and that's how that look. And they do have some that don't have the window on it, so you wouldn't really know, man. And that's a great thing about it. It's a good training rifle for the AR-15, and especially if you got kids, you can just start them off on this and then work his way up to this. And it's not much recoil on a 5.56 in my opinion, so it's a really good platform to train on, and it's cheaper for the ammo too. I got the same ambidextrous charging handles, everything. It's the exact same setup. So I just want to point that out, especially in these days and times where ammo prices is rising. Got all these people coming across the border. You might want to take a look, get you a 22 because that'll definitely keep people off you. And they have the shorter mags that come for this M&P. If somebody was interested in this, they got the shorter ones too. For hunting, you don't really need that big long ass thing. You just need a bunch of these, like if you're doing birds or whatever. So that's a shorter profile. So just something to think about, man. Get you some 22s. It was kind of cool out there shooting it because the ammo's cheap, so you weren't really sweating it a little bit too much. So, and not many jams at all either. So, but yeah, man, that's my take on the Appendix Scary. Like I said, I pretty much I like it pretty much right here, and wearing joggers and stuff like I'll be wearing this weekend. I'll rock it like this, and if I want to wear it with my core belt, like I said, I can always take the alias off and rock it with this too. But like I said, I always wear joggers, a lot of sweatpants and shorts. And yeah, man, let me know how you guys carry, why you carry it that way. What's your preference? Do you find appendix carry not really something you're interested in, as far as shooting yourself and all that stuff? Doesn't happen, man. Doesn't happen. If you get you a nice quality holster, make sure your gun is safe, fingers not on the trigger. Yeah, see it in. Always see it in, and I don't know where's all these myths of blowing your stuff off and all. I don't. That's funny to me because that's just all gun safety. So it has nothing to do with where you carry. You can blow your shit off on the side of your hip. I heard guys shooting themselves, and so if you're not safe with your firearm, it doesn't really matter where it's at on your body. That's just one of the biggest, dumbest myths I ever heard. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna blow your nuts off. Like, not unless if you squeeze the trigger with one in the head, yeah, you might possibly can. But again, it's all about practice. You know what I'm saying? You should be very efficient with your firearm to the point where, you know, now I'm just messing around right now. And then you can always slow it down. So it's just practice. Doesn't matter where you carry that. But anyway, man, like, comment, subscribe. Get all your gear together. Get you a 22. I suggest the M&P if it's going to be your first one. You will not be disappointed. It's a great training round. Like I said, built just like the AR platform. You can get your optic if you want, flip up sights. It doesn't matter. They work just as good too. So it's your boy Eisen Tactical, man. Everybody stay blessed, stay safe, stay on high alert.